If you've ever drafted a beautiful pencil skirt pattern but it didn't fit your client properly, you're not alone. One of the biggest challenges in pattern drafting is learning how to adjust a basic pattern to suit different body shapes. In today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to make professional adjustments for different figures, including a fuller hip, a smaller waist, a flat seat, and a prominent tummy. By the end of this video, you'll be able to draft pencil skirts that fit your clients much better with fewer alterations. If you're new here, my name is Ruby, and on this channel I teach pattern drafting, sewing techniques, and fashion design step by step. So I'm going to be showing you guys some measurements you must get right. So you're going to be needing the natural waist measurement, the hip measurement, and then of course the skirt length. These measurements are the foundation of every well-fitted pencil skirt. Before we start the alterations, I'm going to show you guys how to cut a basic pencil skirt block. Alright, I think this is going to give you guys a hint on how to cut a pencil skirt in case you're a newbie, and it's going to also help you understand what you're doing here. Our waist measurement and our hip measurement are going to be divided by 4. If you're cutting on the fabric, you're going to need to fold your fabric into 2 like this before we start cutting. So for this tutorial, we're going to be using a waist measurement of 28 inches. I'm going to divide that by 4. When you divide 28 by 4, you're going to have 7 inches. Our 7 inches is going to be here. I'm going to give an extra 1 inch allowance. This is going to be for the darts. So to get the hip line, we're going to come down from the waist by 8 inches. This is the standard. So the hip I'm going to be using for this pattern drafting is 38. I'm going to divide that by 4, and what I have is 9.5. So I'm going to mark the 9.5 inches right here. I'm not adding allowance for seam because I'm not going to be sewing this, but at this point, if you're sewing this on a fabric, you're going to add an allowance to it, making it 10.5. So I'm going to use my hip curve to connect it from my waist measurement to the hip measurement like this. So now I'm going to go over to the hem. Because the hip is 9.5 inches, I'm going to make the hem 9 inches because this is a pencil skirt, and the hem is usually slimmer than the hip, so I'm going to make it 9 inches. But this all depends on the client you're making your dress for. When we start the alteration proper, you're going to see how we're going to increase and reduce these things at the hem depending on the client you're making your dress for. So what this simply means is that the difference between the hip measurement and then the hem is ½ inch, because the hip is 9.5 inches and then the hem is 9 inches. So I'm going to use a straight ruler to connect a line from the hip to the hem. So to mark our darts, I'm going to measure 4 inches from the center front, which is going to be here. I'm going to mark ½ inch on both sides like this. So it's either you call it ½ inch or you call it 0.5 cm. I'm going to come down by 4 inches and I'm going to connect the points like this. So let's go ahead and draft the back pattern. If you want your zipper to be at the center back, then you're going to be adding 1 inch allowance for the zipper before we start drafting. So I'm going to connect with a straight line. Then from that point where I marked my 1 inch, I'm going to add my darts. So from this point, I'm going to mark 4 inches for my dart, and then I'm going to put ½ inch on both sides. Then for the back dart, I'm going to be coming down by 5 inches. Back dart is usually longer than the front dart, but when it comes to alterations, you're going to see how we're going to alter these things. Sometimes it's going to be shorter, sometimes it's going to be 5 inches, depending on the person you're making the dress for. The waist measurement is 28 inches. I'm dividing that by 4, which will give me 7 inches. All right, we'll add 1 inch to that for the dart. The hip line is going to be 8 inches. Then the hip measurement is 9.5 inches. That is 38 inches divided by 4. I'm going to mark it right here, and I'm going to use my curve to connect my points. So the hem is 9 inches, and I'm going to mark it right here, and I'll use a straight ruler to connect from the hem to the hip. When you have your pattern, you can now add your 1 inch allowance for the same. You're going to add this 1 inch at the front pattern and also 1 inch at the back pattern. So this is how to draft a basic skirt pattern. All right, let's start our alterations. Let's say you have a client with a very tiny waist, but the client has large hips. You're going to distribute the shaping between the darts and the side seams. This creates a smoother fit. It creates more room for the hips without making the waist too tight. I'm going to mark our hip line so that you see what we are doing. So to the hem, I'm going to be adding an extra ½ inch. You can add 1 inch depending on how big the hip is. Okay, let's say you have a client with a waist of 28 inches, but the hip is 45 inches. You can see the gap, the difference is much, so you can add 1 inch at the hem. So once you add either your 1 inch or your ½ inch at the hem, you're going to use your curve to connect it from the hem all the way to the hip line. So the hem line is 9 inches while the hip line is 9.5 inches. So the difference between the hem line and the hip line is ½ inch. I'm going to shade it so that you guys will know where our alterations started and where it ended. If you make the hemline to be very tight, it's going to be folding at the hip line. That's why you see some people when they walk, the skirts, instead of sitting smoothly, it folds at the hip line, which doesn't look very good. And this alteration is going to be for the front pattern and for the back pattern as well. So let's say you have a client with a flat seat, like the buttocks is flat. You're going to reduce the back dart slightly. Also reduce the excess fabric around the back hip. It reduces excess fabric at the back for a flatter seat. What you're going to do is to adjust the back dart only. The back dart only. Remember I told you guys that the back dart is usually 5 inches, but in this case you're going to make it 4 inches because the buttocks is flat. So I'm going to measure 4 inches from the center back. Then I'm going to mark ½ inch on both sides. That alteration is going to be for the back pattern only. Then what next we're going to do is to reduce the center back of the pattern or the center back of the skirt. So you're going to get the hip line. I told you guys that to get your hip line, you're going to measure 8 inches from the waist down. So that place you have your 8 inches is going to be your hip line. So I'm going to reduce some fabric at the center back. Let me just come down by 5 or 6 inches. So what we're reducing is just something very small. It's going to flow seamlessly, so I'm going to reduce it like this with my curve. So guys, this is what we have. The alteration is just at the center back and then the back dart. For a client with a fuller tummy, add a little ease to the front waist. Reduce the front dart slightly. This allows the skirt to sit comfortably. It gives more room in the front for comfort. What you're going to do is to measure the waist, alright, divide it by 4, then draw it on your pattern or on your fabric. Then when you come to the front pattern, you're going to add extra ½ inch to it, alright. It's going to serve as ease. You can remove that ½ inch you're adding to the front. You can remove it from the back pattern, but this adjustment is just going to be for the front pattern. It's going to help to accommodate the fuller tummy. So now that I've marked this, I'm going to join it to the hip measurements with my curve. So for someone with a protruded stomach or a fuller tummy, instead of making the dart 4 inches, I'm going to reduce it to either 3.5 or 3 inches. So let's say your client has a full seat, like she has a large backside. You know, there is a difference between a large hip and a large seat. So the alteration we're going to be making is at the dart area. The dart, instead of 4 inches, you're going to make it 5 inches because of the protruded seat. From the center back, we are going to come in by 4 inches, and I'm going to mark ½ inch on both sides or 5 cm on both sides. Then we're going to come down by 5 inches, okay, and I'll use my ruler to connect my points. So let's get our hip line, which is 8 inches. I'm going to come to the hem and add extra ½ inch. If the person has massive hips, you're going to be increasing this by 1 inch. In some cases, you increase by 1.5. Okay, so I'm just adding ½ inch to this one. I'm going to use my curve to connect. So for a client with a full back seat, the adjustment we did is to increase the back dart and then increase the hem by either ½ inch or 1 inch. So if you have a client with a fuller thigh, so let's say the client has a small waist but the thigh is large, Of course, before your thigh can be large, your hips will also be large. So you're going to be adding extra 1 inch at the hemline or 1.5 inches at the hemline. So before I connect, I'm going to mark my hip line so that you'll be sure of what we are doing. So I'm going to be joining this from this hem line up to the hip line. So if your client has flat tummy, small waist, large hip, and then of course massive thigh, you're not going to alter any you're not going to alter that. All you're going to alter is the hem, just like what we did. Now you know how to adjust the pencil skirt pattern for different body shapes. These simple changes can make the difference between an average fit and a professional fit. Practice these adjustments on different measurements and you'll become much more confident. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with another sewing enthusiast. Let me know in the comments which body shape adjustments you struggle with the most. And if you like a full series on advanced pattern drafting, subscribe to Rubies TV and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson.